we need to start off like putting like trademarks next to our name now. It's getting that old. Are you okay there, Jim?
I just fell to my death. Son of a bitch.
What are you playing?
The Old Republic. I'm trying to grab datacrons while we record. Failed fucking miserably.
Gotta get in that Star Wars mood.
I'm always in the Star Wars mood, dude. I am like cranked up on Star Wars all the time. I'm watching Rebels. I'm watching podcasts about it. I'm reading all like rumors and theories about Episode 7 and watching all the.
Don't even get started.
Trailers, everything
in his slave Leia outfit.
That's not even that. Had nothing to do with this. This is way more interesting than that.
This is where he goes, lies and slander. Yeah.
There's no proof.
There's no way I have 7 of those posters.
I feel like
I don't know how to have 7 slave Leia bikinis, sir. That's outrageous. Only have 6.
I feel like for this situation, I'm just going to listen to the Star Wars soundtrack while we all talk.
Yeah, I feel like this kind of gives away to the audience exactly what this podcast is going to be about.
Yeah,
well, Star Wars podcast.
Hey, although this is going to come out the day after Episode 7.
Yeah,
fuck
fair
enough.
Can we pretend that we've seen it and it's like we're critiquing it?
I was
the day
about
afterwards?
to suggest that. We should do that.
Oh man, it was terrible.
We need to
Jar
make
Jar
the
Binks wasn't in
podcast
it
a
enough.
little farther beforehand, just so we actually talk about them and hype it up before it comes out, instead of a day after it comes out. 2 days, actually.
Wait, I missed half of that. The important half of that. What did you just say? Sorry, TJ.
I don't want to repeat myself.
Listen to it back.
Wait, was it? No. Was I like lagging out, or did you just not pay attention?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, I see how it is.
In fairness, I had a hard time hearing you as well because I was talking and Tyler was talking. So I think from just listening to the ass end of it, I think you were saying that we should hurry up, record, and edit this and put it out before the actual movie comes out.
No. I was
hype people up.
No, I was saying we need to because we always record these a week before we release them. We need to next time there's something coming up, we need to record it 2 weeks before it comes out.
Oh, okay.
That way we can.
God damn it!
We can be at the front end of the hype train instead of the butt end. Ass end.
So now we have to wait a week before we get people's reactions. Yay!
I say we do a time capsule. Capsule?
Yeah,
yes, capsule.
Especially if it turns out to be incredibly disappointing, and all of the hype we're talking about right now is just completely,
All right, so let me ask
honestly,
you, TJ,
I was really surprised when that lightsaber, the Kylo Ren's lightsaber was actually a toaster in disguise. That was just wow, plot twist.
So TJ, let me ask, going into this, are you excited and are you expecting it to be great, or are you gonna throw out your prequel haterade for it?
No, I'm not gonna.
How about you?
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Okay,
I'm the opposite
because I don't want to get on the hype train and then be disappointed. Because usually, unless I've been on the hype train for months and I've been, annoying all my friends to death about it, I can usually find just about any movie, good. So,
hey.
As long as I can enjoy it, I'll be fine.
After I introduce the podcast properly.
Man, these people know who we are. Jeez.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Another episode of the Shifty podcast. I'm Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have
Kylo Ren, aka DJ1023.
He looks like a boy band member.
I'm Kevin. Yeah, because it's not fooling anybody. Everyone knows who we are anyway at this point that listens to this.
So.
Oh, come on. We're newcomers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm Tyler. Hi, I'm an asshole.
I'm Jim.
Yay.
Let's continue on. All right, so let me ask Tyler, since you were saying what TJ said he is cautiously optimistic, and you said you are the opposite. So you are recklessly pessimistic?
Not quite then, maybe not the opposite. I explained on one of the previous podcasts that I really don't... What?
You explained it poorly. I realized that I didn't understand what you said at the time, and after I listened to it, I was like, oh, okay, now I know what he means.
Cutting me off early. Yeah, on another podcast, I was just like, I was explaining that I really don't care at the moment about much of the Star Wars stuff, just because everyone is very hyped up about it. Sorry about the dog there, but I've got to the point where I want to go in with absolutely no expectation, just so I'm impressed with whatever. If it's a fairly decent movie, it'll be great. But a lot of people are hyping it up, expecting it to be perfect, so they're just building themselves up for disappointment if something is slightly wrong. I don't want to go into the cinemas like that, Rant over.
Okay. Let's say I'm not even. Yeah, let's say I've been watching enough stuff, and I've been looking at the I've seen every trailer and every TV spot, and I've watched it many times. I honestly got to think that I've got the beginning of the movie figured out, but two, I really think they've got it, they've got it on point, and I like what if they're going where I think they're going with the story, it's going to be really great.
You hope. Maybe.
Huh?
I've been avoiding anything that wasn't in the first two trailers. So
yeah,
I want it to be mostly a surprise. I want to enjoy it.
Yeah. The only thing I'm already salty about this movie is what I said when TJ introduced himself as Kylo Ren. I don't know if it was the angle or what, but I saw a picture of Kylo Ren unmasked, and I mean, nothing against the actor or anything, but he doesn't look threatening enough to be like a Dark Jedi or whatever. He looks like a boy band member. Like, the dude's too young and too well preserved to be a Sith.
I'll admit that, but for all we know, just some speculation, Jim could probably shut me down since he knows more about the plot than I do. He could, from what I've heard, he just found a Sith holocron or something like that, and he's just trying to rebuild the Sith from that. And he's not a real Sith. He's just the only guy that's doing it. He's kind of like the Luke Skywalker of the Sith right now, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of that's kind of true. It's not quite that, but it is very close to it. It's looking like he is going around and gathering Force objects like Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber, Darth Vader's mask, and they think that the staff that Rey has is Darth Plagueis' staff.
I was going to say Marco Ragnus, but
no, it's Darth Plagueis. We're thinking Darth Plagueis because he is the other Sith Lord that's actually mentioned in the movies, therefore he is canon.
Right, yeah.
Although it's never described, nothing else is really described about him. But George Lucas said that he said that if Darth Plagueis was going to be anything, he would be a moon. The guys from the banking clan, the tall, really lanky kind of fellows with no nose on their face. He's one of those. So, and then before, let's see, in some artist rendition of it, Darth Plagueis is given a staff, and that staff it's one of Darth Plagueis' toys. That staff looks nearly identical to the one that Rey has in the trailers. But we don't know because he's never been seen on screen, so we don't know.
What if Episode 7 is actually just a huge commercial plot for the new season of Hoarders?
What if it's just another Christmas holiday special?
Because the dude is
oh god, no,
gathering all these objects, so he's hoarding Force objects. He needs help.
Spoiler alert, Kylo Ren is a walk.
God damn it. Yeah. Well, let's say Kylo Ren's not even a Sith. That's the thing. It's like he's
just
J.J. Abrams said in an interview that Kylo Ren is not a Sith. So
he's just a guy that uses a red lightsaber and likes to kill people.
right. Well, the reason his lightsaber looks like it does in the trailers, where it looks they use the term ragged, but where it looks like it's pulsing and it's like almost unstable looking, is because he just found something at some point. We don't know what. We're assuming he found some old records or what have you of Sith lightsabers. So he tried to build his own, and it came out the way it did. Like the crossbar, the two vents on the side, are not smaller lightsaber beams. Those are heat exhaust or energy exhaust.
I called it. I fucking called it.
He couldn't like refine it well enough, so he was like, "Fuck it, I'll just have it venting energy. It's cool."
Yeah, that's fine. I just feel like they shouldn't have showed that first, because like you don't have anything to compare it to. You think, is J.J. Abrams really trying to change the lightsaber? What the fuck are you doing, J.J.?
No. What? Why would you think that?
Well, because look
at the internet.
He has a tendency of trying to fuck up stuff with his own vision of
what
things.
Do you mean?
Like
that's
Star
what
Trek.
I thought when I first saw it.
Yeah,
that's what
Star Trek.
No, it doesn't.
That's what I thought when I first saw it, because it's not so much that I thought he was changing it. It's just I compared it to what I already knew off J.J. Abrams' work, and that was Star Trek. In Star Trek, the first one, there's like a giant laser drill thing. Like the effect on that looks almost identical to Kylo Ren's lightsaber. So I assumed he was trying to, Abramsify it. But obviously now that we've seen more of the movie, we know that's not necessarily the case. I'm just pointing out that
I see how you made that logical leap though. Like I thought you were just like, oh, it's different, therefore I hate it.
It wasn't a logical leap. It was I didn't really get to go full circle. I was trying to say that like the whole like presentation of that could have been done better to avoid backlash. Like I'm guessing like how the conversation went was they're like, oh, look at this cool new thing. People are going to be amazed by it. Not, oh, look at this cool new thing. People are going to be pissed that we might be trying to change stuff. And then once you actually see it up against, the new guy's blue lightsaber, you realize, oh, it is the old lightsaber. Kylo Ren just has a fucked up one.
When you think about it, though, like, don't you think they added that in for controversial sake? The scene with the messed up lightsaber? Because look at how many people were talking about it. I
haven't even heard any of this. Were people upset that the lightsaber looked different?
Yeah, I feel like we had this exact same conversation when that trailer first dropped.
Yeah, when that trailer came out, I remember logging into Rooster Teeth when it was the old website, and I used to follow the image thread, like the greatest image thread. Okay. And like there was a whole page of just people photoshopping that and taking the mick out of it, and it was like one of them turned it into a Jewish star, and
I saw that.
Oh god! Oh wow!
There was Dick Butt.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people were a little bit like, oh wait a minute, this is too much. They changed the lightsaber, but in the end of the day, it worked because it kind of advertised the film even more than it needed to be.
Yeah, but back when I saw the lightsaber, I wasn't bothered by it at all because
you were pissed.
No,
I think I remember you were pissed.
I love I wasn't bothered by it at all.
No, seriously, I think I was the one who said those were exhaust ports.
You did, but I can't. Maybe it wasn't on the podcast. I don't think it was on the podcast, but I remember reading a message or two. I can't remember where from, but you weren't happy.
I mean, if it was on the podcast, the audience might be able to call me out on that one. But I don't really think I was pissed about it, Tyler, to be honest. Because here's my thinking.
Oh my god. What's this?
No, seriously. Or, well, fuck it. Even if I did say I was pissed, like, then I changed my mind. I don't fucking know.
Smash cut to Luis freaking out about it 24
If you can find that, you can absolutely put it in.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was on it.
Well, then shut the fuck up.
Fuck up, Tyler. Damn. Correct me.
Sorry, Tyler.
It's fine.
But yeah, anyway, the thing with lightsabers is that there are the classical ones, like, oh, okay, it's a laser sword, ta-da. But then, I think after the Phantom Menace, they just started doing more stuff. Like, there was a saber staff, and then there was Count Dooku's curved hilt, which looks like a limp dick.
Well, I mean,
and-
he's like over 60 years old. It's
Well,
kind of hard
yeah.
to keep it up.
It's just
Maybe it's just a little crooked. That's all. It's normal.
yeah, I don't think I mind it all that much.
I think
But
it's cool.
anyway,
Yeah, I just found it funny at how many people just blew their minds about the lightsaber in the first place, because that was one of the reasons why I just went, okay, I'm going to take a step back from all this, because if one image of the lightsaber is enough to just stir up a frenzy of people critiquing things already, then I don't want to know. Not yet. I'll wait for the film to come out. I'm not wasting my time.
and see,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
kind of
sort of
where
thing I
I'm
don't. That's the sort of thing I don't waste my time with, like complaining about the fucking lightsaber on the first trailer, which
Yeah.
again, now you got me worried, Tyler. Did I complain about that or not? I don't think I did.
Nah, I do remember you had an opinion about it, but I can't remember if it was on the podcast or not, so I don't have any evidence of it yet.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
people might I don't know if people will like see what I'm saying as I'm not saying I didn't like the lightsaber. I'm just saying like it didn't make sense to me at the time, but now it does in context. But that's all. That's the like razor's edge you walk when you release teasers. You have to pick and choose what you're going to show as a big reveal.
Yeah, because with Phantom Menace, wasn't it Darth Maul's double lightsaber?
it was super stuff.
And everyone was
said
like,
that on the RT podcast all the time, how like that could have been the best reveal in Star Wars history, and instead it got spoiled in the first trailer.
I felt like this. I felt the same way about that with Kylo Ren's lightsaber. I was like, like they could have done an edit job and like taken off the little side emitters, for all the TV spots.
Oh.
And we got into the theater and been like, oh shit, that's amazing! Like we would have friggin' loved it. But he decided to go the route he did, which, given kind of what we have learned about Kylo Ren, I think it makes sense. So my concern though is that Kylo Ren's just going to be like the Darth Maul of this movie, and he's only going to be in it for this movie, and then he's done. He's going to get killed off in episode 7.
Cut in half, or
I don't know. Stab, slice.
Like he might just be like working for someone else as like an assassin,
right? Because there is a character that we know, Andy
Garcia.
No, it's Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, but I forget the other guy. I'm forgetting his last name now. His first name is Andy. He's playing a character called Supreme Leader Snoke, and he's the one who has the really deep voice that you hear talking in the trailers. Like, there's been an awakening. Have you felt it? The light side, the dark side, that kind of stuff. That's him. We think that's Supreme Leader Snoke, Supreme Commander Snoke, whatever his name is. So, yeah.
You've done way more research into this than I have.
Yeah, no, I'm all about it, man.
I'm just excited to go to it. I'm going. Are any of you guys going on the premiere night or the day before the premiere? I suppose.
Hell no.
No, I didn't buy the tickets.
Sparks and I, we ordered tickets the day they went on sale. I'm going to Denver to see her, and we're both taking our Jedi costumes and lightsabers. So.
That's gonna be awesome.
We're going all out. Yeah.
But can I rant about
Alamo
something?
Draft House. What?
Can I rant about something regarding the tickets? Oh, shut up, Tyler.
Only one rant per podcast.
By the way, I think I remember what I complained about that lightsaber, Tyler. It's not that I disliked it, but I may be mistaken, but I must have thought something like that's fucking dumb because the saber guard or the exhaust port, if he were to try to swing the lightsaber or something, he would easily cut off his wrists or something. So that would be more of a hazard than a protection. I just called it dumb, but they didn't say I didn't like it. But anyway,
I didn't call it.
I'm with you.
I didn't say it was stupid. I just called it fucking dumb.
On the other hand, it's not like the jets come straight out of the hilt. Like they're tiny little vents, so it could also help you because it could stop your hand from sliding up the lightsaber.
Yeah, maybe, but still, I mean, I think that's the thing. But anyway, the rant is, and I must have said this to you guys, but I'm not sure if it was on a podcast. I didn't like the idea of a ticket pre-sale at all. This is fucking bullshit, and it's not the sort of bullshit I enjoy. Like,
well, the thing is, like,
Ticket
they've
pre-sales?
always had
Yeah.
ticket pre-sales. They just
What
don't,
are you
they've never
talking
like
about?
made such a big deal about them.
I love that. This is
Huh.
not the kind of bullshit that I enjoy.
well, like the lightsaber guards.
He
They're
enjoys other
bullshit,
type of
but I
bullshit.
enjoy the design of the lightsaber. But ticket pre-sales for Star Wars, that was fucking bullshit. I think.
No, it's not. Why is that
Yeah,
bullshit?
it is.
There is a lot
What
of
sort
people
of-
going to see it,
What
so
of
of
sort
course
of,
that was
I
going to
know,
happen.
but what sort of standard are we setting here? That's how DLC got the way it is.
What?
Someone had the idea.
What?
Wait,
That's not the
how are you
same.
comparing pre-sales to DLC? What is wrong with
I'm
you?
thinking of it like
I'm talking
pre-ordering
about-
a DVD or something. That seems more relatable.
That hear me out, okay?
No.
Like
Try.
with games. Listen, with games, if you pre-order something, they usually put something else to sweeten the deal, like a poster or an action figure, whatever.
Do they?
Okay.
Fine. If you, I don't know, do people pre-order DVDs? Do people even buy DVDs anyway?
I still buy
It's irrelevant,
DVDs.
really.
Well, anyway, I can compare it to DVDs because anyway, the thing is, with the movie pre-sale, there's nothing there. It's just like buy the fucking ticket and that's it,
Yeah, but
And I don't like that because if they
It's
start
reserving
doing
a
that for
seat.
everything, like
It
I
makes,
would
I don't know, it
absolutely
makes
go
perfect
to
sense.
I would go absolutely to the premiere, but not buying the pre-sale ticket. It's
Yeah,
just
but-
too much.
Imagine
Here's-
how quickly the premiere seats went, sale-wise.
Right. They all go out
Fuck
fast.
it.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about it, okay? Because this is what we do in retail when a big video game hits. We have our pre-orders, and when people show up, we give them a ticket number. That's to make things organized and not chaotic. If they did no pre-sales and tickets only went on sale the day the movie came out, it would be a fucking madhouse. People would be lined up for hours and hours and hours just to buy tickets to a seat in a show that they hope they can get, especially if they're trying to go with a group of people. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
exactly.
makes
That was the
way
point
more
I was gonna
sense to do
make.
pre-sales than not.
Especially with something as big as Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't do that with Revenge of the Sith.
Well, that was
Well,
several
Well, that
years
was
ago.
Also, I was gonna say that was also like almost a decade ago, and internet
It was a decade
sales
ago.
were not what they are now.
Yeah.
Maybe it prepared them for this.
You're thinking way too small. So sorry.
I see the point you guys are raising, but still, it might be that I'm still a little bitter over all the things, but
I will say one
what
thing, Luis.
things?
You get really bitter over a lot of things
Nothing.
that a lot of other people take for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you get upset about things like this is gonna be one of those times, Luis, where I'm gonna tell you straight, you're stupid.
fuck
You're being
pre-sales.
dumb.
Wait,
Like,
what?
You're just being stupid right now.
Yes. I've missed Jim being on the podcast.
Me too. I miss
God.
being called dumb by
Pre-sales
Jim.
are stupid. Why? Just because they're stupid. Why are they stupid? They just are, guys. They're just fucking dumb. Well, you're fucking dumb. Shut up.
It's stupid because it makes things more convenient for people and easier to
It
organize.
makes things more convenient for people who actually remember to do it. Urgh.
Yeah.
That's not.
It's
That's
almost
not
like
the
it
system's
prevents-
fault that you weren't intelligent enough to order tickets ahead of time.
It's almost like it prevents people from stampeding through the theater trying to steal tickets from each
Exactly
other.
what it prevents. Like, there's going to be enough because the tickets aren't numbered when you go into the theater. There's going to be enough of a mad rush to find a seat that you're happy with a pre-sale ticket.
Yeah.
So I don't want to.
like,
I wouldn't want to fight anybody
I'm-
online. I don't want to pawn far anyone just for a fucking movie
like,
ticket.
I'm going to see the normal screening this
Star Trek
Thursday
reference,
at
by the
8
way.
p.m. And I think I'm probably going to try to get there like 2 hours early to get some decent seats.
Okay, now that you guys are putting it that way, I agree.
Luis,
You
were
made
you
me
just
see reason.
schooled?
Logic wins.
I hope you packed a lunch.
Because you got taken to school.
You just got schooled, son.
You need some ice for that burn.
Oh my
Oh man, I'm
god.
gonna need the whole South Pole for that. But yeah, in other news, fuck cars, right? Walking's much better.
Yeah. That's it's like people like a century ago trying to argue that like horses were better alternatives to cars. It's like, oh, they don't run out of gas. It's like, no, you just gotta feed them apples all the time.
And clean
But
them.
yeah, okay. Especially
and they shit
when-
everywhere, and they take 4 times as long to get anywhere.
I think when TJ mentioned his plan for watching it, like that was the last drop that I needed, because it's sort of what I'm what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna go to the mall like a few hours before, buy a ticket for.
Are they sold out? Because they're so. Your plan's gonna be a waste of time.
Yeah.
I would tell you,
Anyway.
if you can, I would tell you just go ahead and go online and try to friggin' see if they have any tickets left at all.
Oh, they do.
Go for it. If not, then like just wait until buy them on a day they do have tickets. You're just gonna waste your time. You're gonna go there 2 hours early, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, we have no ticket."
I live like 5 blocks away from the mall. So
Going slightly off topic.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we will definitely swing back to this for sure.
Ooh.
Because to start. Anyway, so Laser Team tickets just went on pre-sale.
Pew pew.
Got a problem about
Just
that?
kidding.
Fuck pre-sale. No. Laser Team pre-sales are stupid. No.
Star Wars, that's fine.
Makes sense
Laser
for
Team-
Star Wars, not for Laser Team. Ugh.
But yeah.
But hey, did they announce if they're gonna like? I know it's a fucking long shot, but if they're gonna screen it elsewhere other than the USA and Australia?
If you find Barbara's journal, she has a link to the site that shows tickets, and they show what countries they're screening in.
I haven't seen it, but I'm going to guess that Brazil isn't one of them.
I'm pretty sure it
Yeah.
ain't.
Just a shot in the dark. There. Sorry.
Well, there are other ways.
So we can sneak in a handy cam and record it off the cinema screen. And
Yeah,
email it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Luis,
We'll
you
just
still got
pay for 2
Uvu, right?
tickets. We'll pay for 2 tickets and record it and send it to Luis and then ask him to
Yeah.
destroy the copy.
I
That's
was about to
basically the
say,
same.
I feel like that the Rooster Teeth fans, God bless them, we love them. Somebody is like a torrent crazy person and is going to get a digital copy of the movie and then put it up on a torrent and then start sharing it.
Oh yeah, somebody's definitely going to do that.
Of course.
If they haven't already. I mean, I think the digital copy already released, haven't they?
Have they?
Yeah, I think just for the
Hmm?
backers
Don't know.
or something.
That's what I mean. Yeah, for the backers.
Now we just need one
Whatever.
of those backers to be slightly evil.
Right, so
But it didn't be
US,
slightly on the
Canada,
dark
United
side.
Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. Because fuck South America, right?
Well,
I don't blame them.
I don't think
be
it's
honest.
particularly just South America. They're also
Oh no, yeah,
leaving
there's
out
Central
Africa,
America,
Asia.
there's Africa. there are other countries in Europe that are not in the United
Every
Kingdom.
continent that has less than 20
Asia.
Rooster Teeth fans.
Yeah. No one, no one's upset that it's not getting shown in North Korea.
Oh, great! Now under the title is a YouTube Red original movie. Great. Fucking
Great.
YouTube Red.
Huh?
Yay.
But
Man,
then,
that's a big
Laser
problem.
Nah, yeah, I have with the things I've seen about YouTube Red.
I don't
It's
even
kind of
know
a-
what it is.
Yeah,
I
it's
really
pretty
don't.
much
Basically,
like-
you pay. It's a paid video service. You pay for it. You don't get ads. But Google's also throwing in Google Music. So if you're already a Google Music subscriber, you already have YouTube Red.
And on
And what
top
they're
of that,
doing is they're trying to monetize because of all the ad blocker like stuff that's happening lately. Which I just want to throw out there. I completely disagree with Geoff and them about the whole ads thing and ad blocking. I'm not in agreement with Achievement Hunter. At all.
What? What are you talking about?
Elaborate.
Ad blockers. So when you're like AdBlock Plus or uBlock Origin or something like that, that when you're on websites, it blocks all the little ads on the side and on the top of the websites.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right. So people put ads because if they put in ads, then basically the advertisers are paying them. So if I have a website and I put content up on my website, I need somebody to pay for it. Either my visitors who are coming are going to pay me a subscription fee for my content, or if I want to make it available to them for free, quote unquote, as in not monetary, I will put ads on my website, and the advertisers will pay me to host those ads on my site. So the idea is that's how you get things free. So if you're not a Rooster Teeth sponsor, for example, you still get a lot of stuff for free. There's a lot of content on the site that's free, but there's just ads everywhere before the videos and on the sides and on the top of the website and stuff like that. Rooster Teeth is a very mild example of advertising on websites, and it's perfectly okay. I'm not upset with Rooster Teeth at all. I don't block their content. I'm a sponsor anyhow.
Oh, wait a second. I may have just missed a few a sentence or two there. Like, I don't know if anyone else heard that, but Jim, you cut out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. What was I last saying that you heard?
You don't endorse ad blocking on any website. I think you just managed to say.
You said that
I don't do it
the RT website is a very mild example of how those ad banners work, and you are not bothered by them.
Right, because they're not obtrusive. Other websites, however, and I'm going to call out PC World specifically.
Yes.
Or Macworld. they just have plugin scripts that link to content to an advertising agency. So they don't even know what ads are coming through to their website.
It's really bad.
In addition, those ads, this is where tracking cookies come in. They give you an advertising ID, so they don't necessarily know you as an individual, but they know your ID number. And so they'll track you across sites like Amazon or wherever you go that these ad agencies.
Yeah.
Bye, Jim.
You cut off again.
God bless it.
Where did you get to? Yeah. We can hear you now, but some reason you cut off dead with no warning.
I don't know. I don't have mute on or anything, so I'm not sure. Anyway.
You got up to saying shit. It's difficult. It's very difficult to recall the last thing that was said.
There are
PC
some
World.
websites like PC World, Macworld, who use a very shitty plugin thing, and they give you an ID, and then every time you go to any website like Amazon, that kind of shit gets registered.
Right, it's all registered and it's all tracked. So, Rooster Teeth is saying that the ads pay for the content, which is not untrue. However, in a situation like PC World, where it's just random ads, or they do this shit where they have videos that automatically start playing on when you go to the webpage.
Oh, fuck those.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I block the ad content there because it's too disruptive. Or if you go to a website, I'm sure everybody's experienced this at some point. You go to a website and there's this big popover ad for something like lawnmowers or some random shit.
Lawnmowers.
I hate those things.
Right, like that kind of stuff.
TJ.
Lawnmowers are loud. But
I meant the ads.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
But yeah, like that kind of stuff. And that's what upsets me. And I use an ad blocker for those kinds of sites because I know that I'm going to PC World, and if PC World gave me their own advertisements, like if they said, okay, we're going to stick an image on our webpage that's hosted on our server, it's not linked to a third party, then I'm okay with that. So if PC World is running a special with MacSales.com and they put MacSales banners up, I'm okay with that because I'm going to PC World and I acknowledge that that's their advertiser and that's the kind of content I'm okay with seeing.
Yeah, it's the third-party advertising that pisses me off.
Right. I'm not okay with going to PC World, scrolling down a tenth of the article, and a video start playing for some content review site. I'm not okay with that because that uses my bandwidth, and Comcast has started putting in data caps. So that I'm not okay with. And so I block ads in that situation.
The flash ads are also really annoying. In fact, that's kind of what drove me to start using ad blocker. Was I would be watching like a YouTube video or something, and I'm okay with watching like ads before the video. That's perfectly fine to me. But when there's like a freaking really obnoxious flash ad in the side that keeps running while I'm in full screen or something, and it slows down the video, it slows down my computer, and it's just eating away at my computer's processing, and it's just ridiculous.
Right. I mean, it's like I'm paying to access the internet in the first place, and now I have to pay in time, and the bandwidth that is already limited, I have to pay for again, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then some douchebag has an ad that scrolls over, like you're trying to read an article, and a freaking ad with some douchebag on the cover who's smiling at you with his stupid buck teeth, freaking just hovers over and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? You totally want to read this, not the article." And then you're freaking trying to find the X button, and it's like hidden in some random part on the screen.
It's tiny. It's like a slightly off-white color, so you can't find it straight away.
Right.
Seriously.
That's the shit that causes us to start using ad blockers, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if that kind of crap
line
didn't
is-
happen, probably people wouldn't use them. I wouldn't.
Don't be a fucking shithead about creating ads.
Right.
Create better ads.
And this whole, then the whole reason I'm bringing this up now.
Oh, you cut off again just as you said the whole reason I'm bringing this up now.
Bitch.
Hey.
Okay. One more again. Let's try this.
You can do it.
The only reason you're bringing that up now is...
because I just watched the first off-topic sponsor episode, and that's one of the things they went into, and they didn't discuss it from, like, the user's perspective. Like, Jeremy said that he uses ad blockers, and they just, like, verbally kicked his ass on the episode. And I'm just like, well, can he, like, share his, like, side of it? Like, why he does what he does? And it's like, oh, no, if you use ad blockers, you're evil. And it's like, it's not the case at all. And so, that's the whole reason anyway, go ahead.
There's definitely a divide between creator and consumer when it comes to using ad blockers, because I can imagine if you have a website or something and you find out, or if you're making any form of content and you find out that your stuff that you've monetized or the stuff that you should be getting like ad revenue for, people are just not enabling that for you because they're using ad blocker, you're going to get a little bit pissy about it. But
sure,
I mean, looking from the consumer's perspective,
as the content creator and you as the owner and manager of your website, you need to take responsibility for the type of content your users and your visitors want to see.
Exactly.
Don't link to these third-party ad agents with, or now, and this is a new thing, it's called malvertising, where they actually put malware in the advertisements because of a lot of them are Java or Flash based.
Nice.
And so the website doesn't even know. They're like, we're just linking to a third party. That's their responsibility. It's like, well, it's going to be Jim's getting your shit for free responsibility. So because I'm not agreeing to download viruses by going to your website.
Yeah, you're right. Web domains need to start taking responsibility for choosing who they advertise. They need to stop just automatically trusting these third-party advertisers, because I feel like you're really hurting your own business by having these obtrusive, intrusive, just like
obtrusive
ridiculous.
Or intrusive? Yep.
I don't know.
Downtrusive.
No, it's right. Either way, you're right.
Anyway, these ridiculous ads, and they aren't taking responsibility for it. And I've been to websites where I'll be reading an article, and it's like, oh, this is very well thought out. And halfway through the article, and it's like, stupid fucking ad just scrolls over my screen telling me about some douchebag with his, products, and freaking, I don't care.
Watch the Mountain Men. Woo!
I've gotten into situations on some of those websites where I will try and get rid of the thing, and I just can't get rid of it. It won't go away, especially on my phone. When I'm trying to browse websites on my phone,
preach!
Borderline
Thank you, iOS
impossible. 9. It's borderline impossible to freaking close out ads. So I end up just closing the webpage. I don't bother. I don't freaking pay any attention to their site. It's not worth my time.
My favorite one was when I was scrolling through the Telegraph on my phone. A news corporation over here. It might be over there too, I'm not quite sure. But I was scrolling through it, and there was a thing that I haven't seen in quite a while where, you know those congratulations, you are the millionth viewer.
Congratulations,
I got one of those.
Congratulations,
I got one of those.
You've won.
And it said from Apple, and it was spelt wrong. And I was just like in hysterics.
APPLLEE.
Yes.
Apple.
I was just like, wow, I got a free iPad from Apple. I'm crying.
It's like app apostrophe LE.
Yeah. Like, I agree with the whole thing. Like, they need to take responsibility for it, because especially with malware and spyware and stuff like that that's out there. To be honest, I don't think that's really even a new thing. Like, I could have sworn, like, one of the computers in this household, due to no fault of the people that were using it, may have gotten a virus from an advert a few years ago, and it was just like, yay. Because
It
of
was
one
Tyler
pop-up.
downloading porn.
Well,
I wasn't
the
here.
reason it used
I
to
was
be,
in uni.
it's probably this is how it used to be, is that you would actually have to click an ad in order to get the malware download to run, because it's like enabling it's basically running an executable. But now with malvertising, with the way these little scripts run, is that they run automatically going when you go to the website. So getting something like uBlock Origin, Ghostery, Disconnect.me, those kind of things, like that'll stop that kind of the third-party scripts from running, and not necessarily block like local ads that are hosted on this site. So
yeah,
something to consider.
Yeah, you guys gotta teach me stuff afterwards.
This is what I do for a living, like it's all the computer shit. So I got you.
I'd just like to say as well, like, I still think one of the funniest things beyond the you've won an iPad for being the millionth viewer from Apple. Apple. I remember when a few years back I was getting really into Korean stuff. Like, I was learning their language, I was listening to their music. It didn't take too long for the third-party advertising to become Korean. So, like, all this, like, I would end up getting, like, Korean adverts and their symbols and stuff like that, and I was just sitting there like, wow, it thinks like that I'm not in Britain at the moment because it's advertising something in Seoul or Seoul. It's a bit messed up. Jim. Like, I'm not even going to say what Jim just typed.
Shame on me.
Shame on you, indeed.
Shame on me.
That's okay, I'll say it.
Go ahead,
Korean
TJ.
tentacle lust.
I don't care. I wrote it. I don't care.
Because Tyler
embarrass
said
him.
Korean stuff, and he gave a little emphasis on stuff. So Jam wrote Korean tentacle
I
lust.
think you gave the emphasis on stuff, but
Well, I give emphasis on a lot of things.
yeah, we know
It's
that.
how the dirty jokes will.
Luis, especially questions. I think, like, that's the hardest emphasis I've ever heard on a sentence. When you just go, when you go questions, and you just yell it into the mic. Yeah, like, that's an emphasis and a half.
Speaking of which, should we do some questions? Considering you and I gotta get going sometime soon.
To the audience, if this is a slightly shorter one, I've got a party to get to, so sorry.
And I gotta drive to a wedding. She wants to drink and she doesn't want to drive afterwards, which,
responsible.
Yeah, but at the same time, why does she gotta piss on my weekend? But anyway.
Whatever you're into, buddy.
No!
Whatever tickles your friend.
Oh, by the way, this is a great opportunity to ask those questions Tyler asked, but Jem wanted to be on the same podcast as Tyler to answer.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm gonna do just all of those, just to get it out of the system.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've been on a podcast together. This is now's the time to do it.
Right, so, questions.
Bastards!
Wow.
So, TDBTyler asked, try to avoid spoilers on this one, but has a video game brought you close to tears at any point? If so, what scene nearly got you sobbing? Yes.
I've got an answer for this one, because it's my question.
I think I can say the ending of Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1 and the ending of Bioshock Burial... Oh, fuck, it's Burial at Sea, right? Yeah.
That just pissed me off.
I mean, it pissed me off, but at the same time,
Burial at
I
Sea
was really
just
sad.
made me angry. in my mind, in my own personal canon, Burial at Sea doesn't exist.
In my personal canon,
Bioshock Infinite ended when Bioshock Infinite ended.
Yeah, I mean, in my personal canon, that is not the end for that person, the way it ended. And I'm not gonna say anything else because I'm gonna spoil it if I say. But yeah, Jim, I think it's fucking bullshit.
I think I could give away maybe some spoilers with mine. But do you guys want to go first? Sorry, I kind of interrupted.
Mass Effect 3. Oh my god. Mass Effect 2, when like Garrus dies, and if you play the game, let me put it this way. If you play the game in the way that Garrus dies, or that Legion dies, because Legion dies so sad, he's like, looking for upload, can't find her server, can't find server, can't find server. And it's like, no, Legion's dead. He was like, I don't know, he just seemed really desperate in his last moments, and he died.
You make a robot shutting down voice very well, Jim. I gotta say.
I should be a voice actor, I know.
Before I say mine, not that I can think of it off the top of my head, I got Garrus killed the first 2 times I tried to play through Mass Effect 3 Mass Effect 2.
I got it perfect my first playthrough, but then I went through and I did a playthrough intentionally where he died. Like I set it up so certain characters would die, and that one really hurt. Like that one really hurt, and I couldn't do it. I had to reload my save, and then I had to go keep him alive. I just couldn't kill him. He's my bro. I can't kill him. I love him too much.
I just didn't know how to play on my first couple playthroughs. I'm just like, Garrus, why do you keep dying every time I play this? I tried.
Why are you terrible?
But yeah, I'm sure there's a game that's made me cry. There have been some pretty emotional ones, but I just can't really think of any right now.
It's not like ones that make you cry. It's like ones that get you close to it, at least. So I'm sure you can think of one.
I just don't know, because I mean I played a lot of games, but like none of them had really like. I honestly don't know. I'm sure I was really emotional at the end of Mass Effect 3 when I played through it the first time, because it's the end of it.
Yeah. I almost cried when they had that new Andromeda trailer where it's Femshep just talking the whole way through.
Yeah.
Oh man! I was like,
they have a new one?
She's still alive. What?
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, where they're going through like human history and the exploration into space and all of that, and the whole time like this lady's talking. I didn't even know what I was watching at first because it was just like it was one of these stupid YouTube ads that popped up before video, and it was like new game trailer, and there was just a little like click like down here to visit advertiser's site, but it didn't say what it was. So I was like, okay, I'm cool with the space stuff, and I'm going through and I'm watching. I'm like, man, this kind of feels like Star Trek. Like maybe it's like a new Star Trek show or something, which there's going to be in 2017. Holla, and
holla.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that too. We have no information, but I'm just glad it's confirmed. But and at the end of it, it like it's probably like whole 40 seconds long. Like the last like 7 seconds, it's like this kind of looks like Mass Effect, and at the end it shows this big ship outside the Milky Way galaxy, and it says, and this is Commander Shepard signing off for the final time, and I was like, holy fuck, it's Mass Effect! I was so excited. So
had a nerdgasm.
Oh, I did, right there, all over.
Okay, I'm actually going to say something that you guys are probably going to laugh at me at, but I did actually just get emotional at a game yesterday. I was watching Halo's
every time.
I was watching Halo's live stream for the next update. Normally no big deal, but they showed off Forge, and I mean, I just love creative building stuff and watching everything you can do for that. I just got so giddy and excited.
Aww.
I got the freaking huge feels. Like, I was so excited. And they still haven't announced when exactly it's coming out, and I'm kind of mad, but I'm really excited.
With my one, I'm just going to leave like a spoiler alert in ahead of time because I kind of want to give context as to why.
Okay.
But spoiler alert for Final Fantasy VII's universe.
Oh, come on. That game has been
not
out
a game that's almost 20 years old.
No. Wait, guys. I mean...
Times 10?
It's for Crisis Core, not the actual original game. The kind of prequel to it that came out on the PlayStation P.
That's fair, go for it.
Portable. Because if you've played the
Not
actual...
a game that's a decade. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
If you've played the
Not
actual...
a game that's a decade. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's
Tyler,
still
you
pretty old.
fuck.
But
How
yeah,
dare you.
the entire game is before the events of the main game that came years before it. So you kind of know already that the main character, Zack, for the plot to continue, has to be dead at the end of the game. Like, there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. You know that there's kind of a inevitability happening, you know, because in the rest of the games, he's not around. But that didn't stop me from trying to keep him alive during the final part of that game for, like, as long as I could. And it was kind of like a lose-lose situation because, like, you know that your character has to die. Like, you're going to have to lose that battle. And in my head, I was like, I don't know, like, maybe if I can keep this fight going on for as long as possible, that you kind of get, like, a secret ending, but you really don't. You feel like it's going to be disappointing if it changes the canon like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were saying, Jim?
I have to say, I actually had one, and I just thought about it. I'm buying a Wii U for the next Star Fox game, but on Star Fox 64, if you get all the medals, you unlock hard mode. And if you get all the medals in hard mode, and you beat the game as you're escaping the destruction of Venom, Fox McCloud has a vision of his father. Yes. And his father leads him out of the explosion, like, safely. I think that's how it goes. I forget exactly, but and like at the end, like he,
I've only ever seen that scene. Like, I never got
watched
that
it.
good.
Yeah, I played it a few times because it was like I had to, and so it was at the end. Like, Fox, he escapes Venom and he flies back up into the atmosphere, and his teammates are there, and one of the characters asks, Fox, are you all right? And he's looking around in space for his father's starfighter that just saved him. And he goes, no. He goes, nothing's wrong. I'm fine. And it's just like, oh, man. Like, that was that was really heartbreaking.
Originally, he dies?
Well,
Fox's father, James, dies. And so he's dead, like, years before. So, like, Fox grows up without a father. And then when Fox saves the solar system, and he escapes the destruction of the bad guy homeworld, he's assisted in his escape by his father flying his father's starfighter. So it's like father and son flying together as they make their escape from the planet.
Okay.
And he gets back into orbit, and his father's not there. And so it's like, was James McCloud there? Or was it a vision? Like, did he hallucinate that? Was he like an angel that came to him, kind of thing?
Was he really dead?
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is that this is like the extra ending, the
secret one, yes.
Yeah, this is the
other ending you get.
the
secret
normal ending.
Does he die or something?
No, he's not there at all. Like, at the beginning of the game, they introduce him as a character as and he dies before you become an adult.
So he just escapes, but there's no, presumably, a ghost of his dad there.
No. I mean, like, it's either, like, we assume it was just either Fox hallucinating, or it was like I said, like, he comes back to Fox. James McCloud comes to Fox as an angel. Although I had the strategy guide that talked about the secret ending, and I've never actually, now I'm thinking about it, now I want to go look this up. But the strategy guide said that if you beat the game on the hard mode and all that, you can actually go and play in a mode where you play as James McCloud, as Fox's father. But that's not how it happens in the American version of the game. And, like, there were screenshots, like, in the strategy guide that showed all that. And I was like, so now I'm thinking, like, I need to go figure that out. Like, I wonder if there is, like, a super secret ending to Star Fox 64.
I think in Max Payne 2 that happens. Like, you finish the game, then you unlock Hard Boiled. You finish Hard Boiled, you unlock Dead Man Walking. Then you finish Dead Man Walking. These are the difficulty levels. And then the character that dies at the end of Max Payne 2 is shown not dying. But then on Max Payne 3, that character is dead. So
yeah, it's like a non-canonical surprise ending. Yeah, like Tekken. Sorry, they have a lot of those.
Wait,
time. I'm just looking at time here. Do we want to ask another question that Tyler? Because I know Tyler and I were like, oh, we should be on a podcast together for a couple of these questions.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Yeah, let's do another Tyler one. So this one was asked by TDBTyler. No shit. And He asked, "What Ruby character do you relate to the most?"
I'll just let you guys answer this one for me.
No, you're going ahead.
I think you know.
I feel like I have, and I think I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it to y'all, but I feel like this is the unpopular decision. Choice is Weiss. I like Weiss so much because she seems like wildly misunderstood, but she wants to be that character that's like, she wants to be the hero, and she's just as good as everybody else, but she just gets a bad rap because she's kind of like not super fucking friendly all the time, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like, and so I kind of like Weiss in that regard because I'm kind of an asshole at times. I don't mean to be, but it's how I'm perceived. So
I'd say Yang.
Really?
Or maybe what?
Because I'm kind of shocked that you would say Yang, actually, out of all of them.
Why? Who do you think I would say?
No, because like a part of me was thinking Yang as well for you, but I wasn't like, I was like, maybe that's presumptuous, maybe a little bit. Now that you said it yourself, it sounds weird.
I don't get it, Tyler.
Never
But
mind.
yeah, I think I'd say Yang. I mean, she's a pretty cool character, and she seems somewhat reckless, but at the same time, she seems to know what she's doing. Yeah.
I only thought you would make a Yang because you keep on making puns and like jokes that no one laughs at.
I was getting there. Like the sense of humor is pretty close. I think a close second would be Nora because she can be really fucking random. Like in a good way. Don't mind the fucking there, just for emphasis. But yeah, Yang.
GJ?
I kind of like.
I said John, but I think it might be like, I feel like I might be possibly a little bit more competent than John sometimes.
Yeah, I think everybody is.
Who is it? Is it Mercury that's friends with Soon?
No, that's it's a water thing.
Neptune.
Neptune,
yeah.
I know too much.
I feel like I think I might associate with Neptune a little more.
Are you afraid of water?
No, well, no. It's just
Well,
Is Neptune afraid of black pepper?
I feel like you're lying.
I have stupid things that I'm afraid of, but I can also be
There you go.
Water, one of them.
Pepper.
water. I'm afraid of pepper, maybe a little bit.
I called it.
With mine, it really depends what kind of mood you're in, but I guess that could be said about everybody's personality, really, can't it? But
yeah,
I'm pushing more towards
Tyler,
Blake.
I would look at you as Blake. I would honestly say you're more like God, I need to rewatch. I need to catch up on the shows because I can't remember. I can't remember anybody in the show's names, but Professor Osborn. You remind me a lot of Professor Osborn.
What, the quick speaking? Yeah, I suppose.
Like
It really
you feel
depends.
like you've got like a sense of being wiser than you should be, and a little more cautious.
What's that supposed to imply?
for your age.
Oh, yeah, yay. Wisdom is not something I'm proud to have, I can tell you that much.
Wow.
No,
That's
I'm joking.
the first time I think I've heard someone say that.
I meant to sound pretentious, guys.
So, what's the name of that prick from Team Cardinal? Winchester? Something like that?
Carden.
Cardin. Why did I say Winchester?
That's his surname.
Cardin. Oh, yeah, okay, so... Nah.
I know too much about the Ruby thing because I've been writing something.
Apparently especially about faunus.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro.
What's one of the other questions? Like, do you have the questions pulled up?
Yeah.
Send me a link because I remember seeing one that I wanted asked while Tyler was here.
I think the last one that I asked there was in that batch of questions was you're falling.
Fanfics.
Oh yeah, fanfics one. Yeah, that may have to be a quick one though because I'm gonna have to go fairly soon.
Oh, what was the question? I'm trying to look.
It was a fanfic one. Like if you had to write in order to stay alive during some very oddly specific apocalypse, you had to write a fanfic. What did you write it about?
Right, so we can ask this one.
Oh, that's easy. Star Wars.
It would be
Starfires.
about me in the Star Wars universe writing about how I saved the universe, writing a fanfic.
From the universe exploded.
Ruby. I'm just going to throw that out there because I'm kind of already doing
You'll
it.
be a faunus.
No, like I'm already writing one, so I'll just use that.
We're faunus.
It's not faunus related.
You're right.
Yes. Well, it's got Blake in it, so how far can I push that? I guess it would be faunus related slightly.
Well, no, I'm not
Way
gonna
to
ask
try to
anything
throw
else
me under
because
the
we don't
bus,
have
Luis.
we don't have time for more questions about your dirty fanfics. Anyway, so
Never mind.
I think we can wrap this one up then.
TJ
right?
didn't answer.
Oh,
What
yeah,
was the question?
Jim answered. I'm sorry.
I say TJ got an answer.
What was the question?
If you had to write a fanfic, what would you write it about?
Like, if it depended on saving the world for that. Like, you don't write the fanfic, the universe gets destroyed, and it's all your fault, you little bitch.
Let's just make someone
Jeez.
answer.
I mean, an obvious answer would be Halo because I know so much useless information about it.
Right.
But a
There we go.
less obvious one would be I'd write a fan fiction about Destiny so I could actually give it a story.
Oh, got him.
Fucking got
These
it.
nuts.
And that was my Destiny burn for the week.
Yeah.
See you next week
Nicely
where there's going to be
done,
another
sir.
one.
I approve.
Alright,
Or you could join forces with Tyler and write a fanfic about Cortana being a faunus.
Yay.
Cortana can take on whatever shape she wants. I mean, it's totally doable.
Yeah.
See,
And so
Tyler?
is she. Hey,
Go crazy over it.
Go
Anyway,
crazy.
everyone, thank you so much for listening, and don't forget to listen to the outro to find out how to interact with us. And until next week,
Penis.
get
try
wrecked.
to give Destiny a story in your head or
Oh.
whatever.
Question for
Bye.
the audience, real quick.
Yeah, also have fun
how-
watching Star Wars.
Yeah, question for the audience is: did you
What
like
do you think
Star
about
Wars?
pre-sales?
No, by now the film
I
would have
didn't
been
even hear
out.
Tyler's
Oh, and
question.
cars and
I
airplanes.
didn't hear either of you.
Yeah, because he talked over me. Yeah, what
Sorry.
did you think of the Star Wars film? Because it
And
would have been out.
Touche, sir.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right,
and
now we can fade out.
I asked, what do you think of pre-sales and cars and airplanes?
Shut up.
Just answer all of these questions in a 5-paragraph essay to be submitted on my desk by Monday.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Oh,
Thanks for listening to the Shifty Key Podcast. The intro and outro music is provided to us by our editor, TDBTyler. To get more involved with the Shifty Key Podcast, you can answer the questions for the audience asked by our guests, or even ask the cast a question of your very own, either here in the YouTube comments or in our Rooster Teeth group. To keep updated with this channel's shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitter, join and watch our group on Rooster Teeth, or simply subscribe. All links will be in the description. Until next week, goodbye.
Extra credit for dick pics.
In the bathroom.
No.
Oh, I forgot to tell that story. Damn it. Bye.
We'll save it for another one.
Yeah.
Just,
That-
just
my
record
dick pics.
yourself.
Let's
Just
be clear
record
about
yourself
that.
like telling the story, and then we'll record ourselves randomly laughing, and Tyler can just splice it together.
No, like.
It's gonna be so natural.
Everybody will laugh, and I'll go, that's really fucking stupid.
What we can do is leave that as a cliffhanger for next week or something. Like, this could be the Easter egg explaining that you had a story that you just didn't tell.
Next
Try it
week
out loud.
on the Shifty Key Podcast. The
First
Dick
cliffhanger.
story.
Find out what happened with dick guy in bathroom.
To be honest, we've kind of given away the long and short of it when you think about it.
Yeah.
I see what you did there, Charlie.
Wow.
What's the
Very well
long and short,
executed.
Tyler?
That was intentional. Anyway, I got to go, so bye.
Bye,
Sorry.
everyone. I gotta go too. See you.
See you.
Yeah, sorry about the
I gotta
rushed
go to the
exit.
bathroom, so I'll see you guys later.
Go, Tyler.
Well,
Alright.
End it.
Guess that's that. then.
Finish.
Sorry, Jim.
Shifty Key Podcast, assemble.
Out.
Outies.